This channel is proudly sponsored by Evil Genius Games, the publisher of Everyday Heroes, a modern adventures tabletop RPG, compatible with many settings and adventures featuring movies such as Kong, Highlander, Total Recall, just to name a few. Don't forget to use my code for a 10% discount when you make purchases on their official website. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Gothic, a classic horror RPG where science and superstition collide. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment as well, and make sure that you check out their ongoing contest. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Overgrowth. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review, featuring this badass tabletop RPG of magical annihilation, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to continue with the factions, starting with Edison X. You're going to love this one. Of the corporate executive occultists, Drakenwold is the oldest and most widely destructive warlock, Bestos the most occultly powerful, and Joseph Kingsley the most savvy and cruel. But the owner of Edison X, Elliot Musk, is far and away the most public and divisive warlock currently active on Earth. Musk, who had never really excelled, was frustrated by constantly needing to prove himself to his family, and decided to look to other means for validation. The Sedin were waiting. They whispered words of supplication and flattery. Through his childlike intellect and demeanor, Musk appealed to the masses and lowest common denominators of the world. Musk quickly acquired companies that built electric cars, processed payments, controlled social media, and attempted to find and colonize other worlds. Edison X is the conglomerate of Musk's empire of disparate companies. Almost all of their efforts seem innocuous on the face, but reveal their cost in ecological and sociological damage with the slightest investigation. Then we have the Lockmakers. CEO Warden was a recruiter for a staffing agency that provided loyal, cheap, and non-benefited employees to many of the less scrupulous corporations. The Sedin were drawn to his capitalizing of human exploitation, and soon he was a powerful warlock in his own right. The most powerful CEOs and warlocks maintained their own standing armies of followers, mercenaries, and, except for the case of Kingsley, their own menagerie of subservient warlocks and litterbugs. Many corporate entities maintain positive relationships with the Lockmakers, using them as a recruiting ground for their executives as well as easy fodder for sensitive missions. On the other side of this equation are the Locksmiths. This is a group of 7 warlocks. What sets these warlocks apart from the others is their cannibalistic nature. The Locksmiths have entered into pacts with the most evil and terrible of Sedin. Their greed knows no bounds. It is known among the Locksmiths that in the end only one of them can remain. They will devour all that exists in all realities. Concerning the governments, they are not as ignorant of the magical war as they would have you believe. And so, many governments have branches of their armed forces that are in place, specifically to deal with threats from the Druids or to deal with the Warlocks. When it comes to the forces of nature, you have the Gathering. Druids, by their very nature, are isolationists, prone to living like hermits on their own. But often, Druids that are near each other will form loose groups called groves. This united gathering of groves is led by an Archdruid, Melodious J, who has held the title of Archdruid for 150 years. You also have details on the Soul Inheritors. They are druids and warlocks who have tired of the war. These individuals live far away from the groves and conclaves of their brethren, and pass their time in quiet meditation. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about character creation. I really enjoy the references to, perhaps, real situations and people in real life. So the lore of the setting is quite robust because it is grounded in some particular real situations, in my opinion. Thank you for watching this part of the review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member and enjoying exclusive tabletop RPG tips. You can also use the super thanks button and check out the pinned comment below. This has been Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master, I am currently unavailable for professional sessions, but I will put my contact information in the description and in the pinned comment for when I am available again. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and see you later.